Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel after my unannounced hiatus. I'm very excited to be presenting to you the next chapter in my vlog series. Today I will be watching Aquamarine 7 times in 14 hours. And I'm very excited to introduce an old friend who has made many appearances on this vlog.
I will be watching the movie too. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think either of us are, but you know, things have to be done sometimes.
They do.
It's very important work that we're doing here. So stay tuned. I mean, it will be in this video like 4 seconds from the end of this, so just don't click away, I guess. Just see us slowly fade into insanity. Yo, so, little caveat, this is done because I have listened to the worst idea of all time podcast like 6 times all the way through, a podcast in which they watch the same movie every single week and review it. So this is like a high-powered, high-concentrated, injected straight into your veins kind of version of it. I don't know why we're doing or whether or not it's possible because they've tried to do this kind of thing and not done it, so we're gonna find out. But, you know, 7 times today because that's an arbitrary number that we decided on earlier. And then we've got to do 2 more times because we've watched it once before. And then we will have watched it together 10 times. But I think the primary number is 7 times in one day because it's going to be hell. It's going to be proper hell. There she is, the mighty beast that sits across from us, glaring at us with every intensity for what she's about to do to us. She looks kind for now, but she's a liar, she's a snake, and she'll seep into our bones ready to break us in. We won't let her, we're too strong. She might have...
I'll need that
Yeah. I'm doing a bit here. You gotta be down. Oh, my bits. It's the whole pool. Oh. Get ready. It's good. It's a good movie, I'm honest. It's really good.
Number 1 down.
I'm just... Because we've watched it once before and kind of recently, it was like a month ago. So like that was a little of what's to come when it comes to watching this movie 6 more times. I do think I did realize there's a lot of fun that can be had because we're actually working out a lot of the minutiae that like single time viewers don't actually realize, which is one theory that I'm going to work out the details of, but actually there are 3 Celias in this movie. They're triplets, they're identical, and they each different things.
Identical apart from the tan.
Yeah, the tan, the meaner they get, the more tanned they are.
That's right.
That does sound racist. It's a fake tan. It's the oranger they get. Okay, yeah. The meaner they get, the oranger they get. They don't, it's not a racist thing. Another thing that I'm trying to work out how this is the case. It's just a little thought that I have. I haven't told Beck this yet, so this is a surprise. I think. Oh fuck! How have I forgotten his name? He's my favorite character. How do I do this? Leonard, the best character in the movie.
Agreed.
I think he's God. I suspect in some way that he's God.
Look, I kind of agree with that. I don't even need to hear you out.
Top tier character.
Top tier.
I think we should go to the this is something from worst idea of all time, Shining Lights. We have to pick our favorite moment from this watch.
I think there are so many good
It's
moments.
such a good movie, honestly. If you want to watch a movie 7 times in one day, I don't think there's a better one than Aquamarine.
Well, we'll keep you updated on that. I think my favorite moment, obviously spoiler alert, but my favorite moment was when Claire like falls into the pool and then like Raymond comes in and like saves her because, you know, she's like literally about to drown.
Yeah.
And then like once she gets pulled out, Haley, or like, oh, he saved you with his literal bike. It's like, bro, he literally almost died.
Yeah, that's a funny part of the movie.
Your favorite?
See, there is my favorite moment of the movie in general, but I feel like I want to save that because as the movie dries up, like that's going to be the last little well of importance. So I'm saving that for later, which is a really great part of the movie. It's not my shining light, but I will mention it, and I'll probably mention it every single time. So this is like, like your mentions, which is Leonard's M or W. W. First appearance. Perfect actor, perfect casting, perfect line. Honestly, I could just watch that over and over again for a whole day.
7 hours.
Yeah,
14 hours.
For 14 hours, yeah. But I'm gonna say my favorite part to this watch was just seeing Leonard get the girl at the end and seeing him happy and and that just specifically this is the moment that I liked the most when you see Aqua, she hangs out with Leonard, he saves her, and then she tells him he can have a wish. That look he gives towards her is the sweetest look, and it's just like Leonard is perfect, and I wish there was more of him, but that just the look that he gives over to the lady he loves, someone whose name I will probably learn on
Get you
on
a
later
man
watches.
that looks at you the way that Leonard looks at his
that's
lady.
the best.
Fuck.
That is gorgeous. Another look that was on a different level is the look that sexy boy, what's his name? Raymond, yeah. Sex man. When Aquamarine falls off the bike and like cuts her knee, and then he's like got to save her, he like runs over and like parkours over the bench, and like while he's in the air, he's all like, he's got to be like sexy while he's jumping through the air.
Oh, I had to include like a green grab.
Yeah. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, watch it. It's a great film, if I'm honest. Worst idea of all time always says don't watch the movie, which is fine, which is why we're doing this with a great movie. With a top tier film, S tier. You thought The Godfather was good. Check out. You thought Forrest Gump was good. Check out Aquamarine.
Aquamarine could be number 1 on IMDb.
On every list of greatest movies
Rotten
of all
Tomato.
time. Also, another secret theory that might be true. I'm coming up with a lot of theories, man. This. Jack and Rose are Claire's parents.
The Claire de Lune, the name of the boat,
is the French name. Is the French word for Titanic.
Yeah.
And anyone who speaks French out there, I don't care.
You're wrong.
It's a fucking hell of a ride.
Let's keep going.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can quit.
No.
We don't have to do this.
No, we have to.
You don't have to do this
We
to
have
me.
to.
She's holding a gun to my head. Save me.
Know that I'm the one on the streets singing songs. No, it's true. No, it's true.
Here we go. Watch 2. We've decided to come outside. The day's fallen away. It was an absolutely gorgeous day outside.
It's about to get even better.
Look, with Aquamarine, there's nothing. And so we decided to watch a movie 7 times because of how beautiful the day was. But yeah, we're gonna watch this one outside. I think it's gonna be fun. We're gonna walk around a little bit, maybe. We're gonna make sure we're focusing on the movie. Now we're not.
Diving deep into the deep end, I just had to ask my girlfriend who he was. She said, I don't know.
This is like 2 hours long. Alright, let's do it. You wanna like put makeup on if you're gonna film?
Claire, I'm looking at him, Haley. Sitting up there being gorgeous, looking for someone to rescue.
Wow,
So be
totally
rescuing us.
fine.
What's wrong with this picture? Well, all these articles
I
say
would
We're
totally
having a
fine.
domestic
way too
Yeah,
available.
on camera.
We need to look boy.
Yo, we just finished the second watch, and things are looking up, I reckon.
Feels good, man.
Second watch was better than the first watch.
We came up with a lot of theories about
Yeah.
different characters in the movie.
Yeah, so we tried to catalogue all of their mental disorders based on a comment Beck made earlier. She also said that Celia probably got multiple personalities, not is triplets. That was ridiculous. I was kind of reaching there. But what's not reaching is Leonard is Raymond's dad.
I don't agree with that.
What's it like to be wrong?
Yeah, you'd know, wouldn't you?
Oh, fuck you. Good. No, we're having fun. Bye. Hey, so we finished the second watch like 10-20 minutes ago. We made some beautiful dinner. Well, she made it. That was very good.
And he got down, doing nothing. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I did some scatting to kind of like motivate her.
I think it did the opposite of motivate me, but
Yeah.
fair enough.
She's slowly losing care. So we're at the second watch. This watch was better than the first one, I think.
Agreed. We like standing up and walking around as we were
Yeah.
watching it, which I think like made it better.
Yeah. It like, kept us motivated and stuff. And also I think it like put this like motion in our brain that like we use to kind of like grab onto stuff into the movie, and we've been really developing some cool like little well, we've been learning about the movie. Like, I don't think it's us developing theories. This is stuff that's been put into the movie from the start.
We're working with like what's been given to us.
Yeah, I don't think on one watch you can really get this out of Aquamarine. So, if you ever do feel like watching Aquamarine, I suggest at least 3 watches in a
row.
Yeah, in a row. Just so you can really get out of it what you need. Great movie. I have noticed we criticized the 2 lead actors in this movie a lot. But they're clearly like 14-year-old girls. I don't know how old they are. We'll probably figure that out. So I do want to add a little caveat that like I'm aware that they're young child actors, so they're not
Take a
necessarily
shot
going to be
every time you say caveat.
Yeah, fair. But
But
like,
yeah, keep going.
it's like fair that they're probably not all that good, but it will start to drag on me. I'll probably become less okay with it later. But this watch was really good. It's a great film, if I'm honest.
We've
found
been
out-
analysing the characters.
Mhm.
And we have proposed different mental illnesses for the different characters. And I believe we're not reaching. Like, you don't want to, like,
It's simple on the-
diagnose
yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, overdiagnosis is a problem, and I think we're not even doing that.
Exactly.
I think these things would be clear in the first watch even. So Celia had. We thought she was triplets.
You thought that.
We thought that. We thought it was Celia, Cecilia, and Cecilia. The more S at the start, the more evil she is. Because there's kind Celia in my favorite scene of the movie. That's my shining light for this one. Actually, no, it's not. But I'll get another shining light. Good scene though. But I feel like those are just the names of her different personalities.
Agreed.
What else was there?
Mean Celia, and then really mean Celia.
Yeah. Other disorders.
Claire has PTSD because, spoiler alert, her parents died in a boating accident.
They're not going to watch the movie.
And now she's really afraid to get into the water.
Yeah.
So some kind of PTSD related thing.
So that makes a lot of sense. That happened, you know?
We think that Leonard has social anxiety. Because, you know, like his interactions with other people in the film are quite awkward. And he even says to Aquamarine, "You're the only person who's talked to me all summer, at least, like, in a kind way."
And then we've got Aquamarine, borderline personality disorder. First thing she says to Raymond when she talks to him is, "Do you love me?" And then he says she doesn't, and she says she doesn't believe in love anymore. And then later, 3 days after, they've had 2 dates in 3 days, and she asks him if she loves him after being ecstatic over his existence, having singly seen him once. He says, "We can work towards it, but I don't love you yet," which is totally 100% reasonable.
Totally fair.
And she breaks down crying, thinking that love doesn't exist.
Her emotions are really volatile, like throughout the whole
Yeah.
movie. Like the movie is over a span of like 3 or 4 days, and I think Aquamarine is definitely the most like emotional. Has like a lot of like different moods throughout this time period.
Yeah. She
like,
even
more
has
than any other
fingernails
character.
that like change
finger scales.
and they change color based on her mood, and they change a lot. Yeah. Raymond's disorder is that he is a man with the soul of a puppy.
He's the golden retriever boy.
He's
through
so
and through.
perfect. Like, he gets less beautiful each watch, but his insides get more beautiful each watch.
I agree with that. And, like, it's no wonder, like, all of the girls are, like, crazy with him. And the thing is, like, I think he can respect the fact that these girls are crazy for him.
Because he's sexy.
And, yeah. And, like, he probably acknowledges that, like, he's good looking. But I feel like he doesn't understand his own hype.
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of thing. Like, I
It's
feel
like, I'm just a
very
dude, you know?
humble.
Yeah, he's a very down-to-earth guy.
He's kind of like doing his own thing, you know, not trying to impress anyone. And I really respect that.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
What's fucking up?
Number 3 down, baby!
Number 3 finished. We watched it, and again, look, there's something deep inside my soul that's dying. But I think it needs to die. We had this thought, I think we talked about it on what might be a podcast. I don't know what it's going to be. But I feel like, you know, as you watch a movie, it starts to crack through you and like opens up some part of your mind that's super important. The schizophrenic connections we were making about the movie on this one, because we found out the truth about the movie. If you haven't heard the stuff that was there, basically what happens, and there's loads of evidence for this, and to me, I think this is the actual canon of the movie. Beck came up with it.
What can I say? Big brain.
Leonard is a wizard, a lich, and he put his soul, he captured Raymond's soul out of his body in the full moon and put his soul into Raymond's body and controls Raymond through this. It explains a lot of stuff.
You really need to watch the movie multiple times to understand where we're coming from. Like, we sound fucking crazy.
But it's like...
And we respect that, but...
There's a lot of weird things that happen in the movie. And like, the only way to explain them is either poor writing, and I just can't put that on this movie because it's the greatest movie of all time. So it's not poor writing, it's that there is a more subtle story there. You know how there's like subtle jokes in like Toy Story and stuff like that are for the adults? There's a more subtle story there for the people who have watched it 3 times in a row and who are about to watch it 4 more times in a row.
Yep.
We also came across the idea that maybe this movie actually goes for 13 hours, or however long 7 times its run length is, because the actual movie is 7 watches of the movie, because it starts to seem like it's genuinely changing. I can't wait to see what's different about the next watch, because I think it does genuinely change.
Yeah, definitely. Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah, we get to drink in this one. We're so fucking excited.
Not to sound like alcoholics, but anything that'll make something different that you've been doing for a while.
Oh god.
Is needed.
This is good. This is going to be fun. Have you got anything else to say about your feelings on the... Can you rank? Okay. I think we should be rating the movie after each watch.
Okay.
I want to rate it from the first time I watched it. It was an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
And then the first watch today, it was a 3. It was grim.
Yeah.
Number 2, it was like maybe a 4, but I was more excited about the process. With this watch, it was like a 6 out of 10.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree.
Because like it was, because I got under it, you know. Because people have different views on movies, and it's because they haven't seen the same version. Because I think every time you watch a movie, it actually plays a different version.
Tonight it's over with. I never want to talk about this movie ever again. Like good movie. I won't say I love what we're doing here, but it is an experience and one that not many people will have. Not only with Aquamarine, but watching any movie.
Not many.
7 times in a row. Like who's gonna do that? No one is fucking crazy.
Yeah, nobody. This is us. This is me and Beck.
Yeah.
Beck Beckinson. This woman right here.
Yeah.
We are the only 2 people to have ever taken on a task this hefty, a beast this strong.
And we are going to accomplish it.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
No doubts at all. 7 watches. We'll probably finish at about 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
It is currently 9:30.
We gotta get cracking.
Yeah, we do have to get cracking and watch this next movie. Tune in soon to see how we go. This does have the effect of really killing your brain.
Yeah.
It's just empty.
I feel like I've done like 200 names. That is how I feel right now.
Yeah, like the whole time we just keep like starting sentences that seem coherent. Like you just start a sentence and like it's going somewhere and
Yeah,
you do have an end of
yeah.
it and you just get halfway through and
Yeah.
you're just like, I don't know where I am.
Brain doesn't
Brain
work.
go burr.
Brain go burr and not in a good way.
Oh, yeah, we gotta put it on again. We get to drink this one, so excited. Get excited. Hello! This is it. About to start the third watch. Here's the remote. Beck has the remote. She's about to fucking send us back in the trenches. Fucking, because I really shouldn't apply this to war. We did this to ourselves. Support the troops.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, and we've got drinks. We can finally drink.
Finally.
Have a little drink. We'll go drinking game rules. I will
Yep.
put up the rule.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! It's the apathy that gets you.
Thank you for watching the first installment of Braver Than the Aquamarine. If you have made it this far, I'd like to thank you and reward you with a forehead kiss. This forehead kiss can be redeemed up until the 14th of September. Use the code word Leonard and you will receive a forehead kiss from yours truly. Stay tuned to find out what will happen in the rest of our endeavour. Will we make it to our destiny? Will we keep our mental sanity? Stay tuned to find out.